Tonight we're cooking up beef fillet steak and ribeye, beef ribeye that's already been cut up into cubes. We're going to marinate in a little Dale's sauce. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. I'm about to dice up some potatoes, and we're going to put this all on the black stone. We've got some homemade or home-canned, well, homegrown and home-canned green beans. We're going to put them in a pan. We're also going to put that on the black stone so I can keep an eye on all of it. Ralph Man's Adventures. We're about to do some seared steak, potatoes, and green beans on the black stone. Should be a pretty easy cook. We'll get it all cut and diced up and fire up the black stone. Steak is marinating, potatoes are diced, green beans are in the pan. Let's go fire up the black stone. We've got a pretty sunset tonight. It's a little cool and breezy out tonight, but we've got a beautiful sunset. We're about to get cooking. We've got the black stone fired up. We've got our green beans in the pan. Turn this side down to low, and did that so that we can go ahead and get the green beans on here and get them going. We'll season them up here in a minute with just some salt and pepper and garlic, and then we're about to get the potatoes down and we will get the steaks going. I add a little bit of oil right here in the center, and we are going to dump our potatoes. Those will cook up real good. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to kind of get them all on the ground, or on the black stone I should say. Kind of move them around, get a little oil on them so that they'll cook up good, and then we're about to season them. So potatoes will take a little while, so that's why I went ahead and put them down first. Get a little contact with the black stone, and what I'm going to use for seasoning on this is we are going to be using the pub burger. It worked well on one of our smash burger. You can find that on our channel. We did smash burgers and used pub burger seasoning, which was really good. So we got some wind blowing out here, but we're going to season that up. Let those go for a bit. We'll get them all nice and heated up, and I'll stop things from blowing. The wind's blowing out here, but you can hear that sizzle. Potatoes are starting to cook up a little bit. We've got the green beans getting warm. Already had to restart a couple of the burners because the wind blowing them out, but that's starting to get hot. Steaks are going down shortly. For the green beans, Susan canned these, and they were homegrown, so all I'm going to do is add a little salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm using the Kinders. I do have the Blackstone brand as well. I think it's on the camper, so this was what was handy, and we're just going to stir that in, and we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. I do have this side on low. I think I'm going to turn it up to medium to go ahead and get it to boil in a little bit, and then we'll keep an eye. Some of the potatoes are starting to brown up a little bit. We're getting closer. Green beans are looking good, getting good and hot. See the steam coming off of them, and the potatoes are crisping up nice. We're about to go down with the steak. Let me close that so I don't, I've got a cover for the back hatch, or for the grease drain. That way I don't lose food out of it. But that's about to get ready. We're going to go down with the steak. It won't take any time because I've got it set to stun, and we're going to get it good and hot, and that will be a meal. It's a beautiful sunset, and the wind's blowing straight into my face about 15 miles an hour. But we're still cooking. Well, I just combined the filet with the cubed ribeye because we were going to marinate it all with our Dale's sauce. Let me tell you real quick, if you haven't ever had Dale sauce before, check in your local grocery store. It originated in Florence, Alabama. There was a restaurant called Dale's. It was down on the Tennessee River, and they had an excellent steakhouse. Unfortunately, it went out of business. It had been there for a long time, but they created this Dale sauce, and they still make it in Birmingham, Alabama, and it is available in a lot of grocery stores, so check it out. We're about to go down. I am just going to dump it all on the Blackstone, and then I will sort out the ribeyes from the fillet. Well, that won't take long to cook. You can already see that the cubed ribeye is almost done. We'll let it go a little bit longer, but the fillet down here, we're going to let that sear on that side, and then we'll flip it. You don't want to overcook this, because I don't know if you realize, but when you pull steak off of a grill or off of the griddle, it will continue to cook for a little bit. So if you want it to be medium rare, you need to get it seared on all sides, and then it will continue to cook for a little bit. My wife likes it a little bit more to the medium side, so we're going to let that go for just another minute or two. And then we'll flip the fillets. I know they're looking good. And we'll toss the potato. That ribeye cooked quick. We're about to flip the fillets. We flipped the fillets. They're looking good. Ribeye is about ready to pull off. We're going to eat the fillets tonight. Ribeyes are for tomorrow or the next day, and if we have leftover potatoes, which we probably will, that could be warmed up as breakfast hash browns. What do you think? Sounds like a plan to me. Green beans are ready, so let's get this done. Potatoes are looking good. Ribeye is looking tasty. Fille's got a couple more minutes. I'm pulling the ribeye off. As I said, this will be for tomorrow or the next day. Susan even said we might have a salad with steak bits in it. So we're going to pull that off. It's looking good. About to plate up the rest. I sliced up the fillets because the wind's blowing like crazy. Susan likes her more medium well, so we're going to get them done. I like mine medium rare, so this way we'll get it cooked a little bit faster. There's Susan's plate, and I'm about to pull mine. My plate's ready, so let's go give it a try. Well, even in the wind and the cold, we got it done, so it's time to give it a try. Taking a bite of the fillet. We saved the ribeye for later. Let's see how it tastes. Mine's tender. I hope Susan's is.
It's delicious.
Uh-oh, she just gave us a delicious. That means you got to give us a thumbs up. Got some green beans and potatoes. Are these, did you call these butter potatoes?
They're Yukon Gold.
Yukon Gold. So, I stand corrected. Tell us what you think. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. Give us some comments how you do it different. But until the next video, God bless.